Hey there, everyone. So, I've been seeing a lot of videos lately, and it seems to be a trend for some weird reason where people are putting up these videos where they're talking about how they're done with Arcade1up. And, I've watched a couple of these videos, I've seen what some people have to say, and I gotta say, first off, I'm not calling anybody out, I'm not disparaging anybody. Feel free to make whatever videos you want to make for whatever reason you want to make them. But what I'm noticing is that I think the people who are making these videos kind of fall into three categories for the most part. And I think, this is how it kind of started with the first few of these, that you had some people who, for their own personal reasons, we're just kind of fed up with what they see coming out of Arcade1up, specifically this past year. Whether it's rising prices or maybe some like subpar quality, buttons, joysticks, monitors, whatever. Some cabinets that came out that felt like they were less than complete, whether it was bugs or missing features like online play, things of that nature. So I think there are some people who legitimately decided that, unless the company really changes their act and, some of these things change, that they're not interested anymore. That's fair. And then I think you had a section of people who are saying that maybe because they're kind of jumping on the bandwagon of the first one, and really what the truth is they just have a bunch already. They've got a room full of these things. They've been buying them for 4 or 5 years. And maybe they're at the point where they've decided, you know what? Because these things are costing so much more, I don't really need any more. I've got the ones I want already. I've got a room full of them that I can play to my heart's content. So really, I'm just not interested anymore. Or maybe they've had the room for a couple of years and they don't find themselves playing as much anymore, so the hobby has kind of lost interest to them. So you have those. And then of course the third category is the people who are making videos to make fun of the first two categories, and those are really just kind of parodies, saying that they're done but they're not really, and coming up with all these reasons why they're done, unless this, whatever. But I think they're just, goofing off and making fun of the trend in general. And again, no problem with that. You feel free. Like I said, I've watched a few of them. I thought they were pretty damn funny, to be quite honest with you. So, having said that, I wanted to jump on the trend too, just for the hell of it. But from a different perspective, as I tend to do from time to time. And I want to talk about why I'm not done with Arcade1up. Now, I'm not excusing some of the things and issues that have gone on this year. As a matter of fact, if you've been watching my channel, or if you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe. Check out some of my recent videos. I did do like a series of videos on Arcade1up over the last couple of weeks where I talked about this past year and the things that have come out and some of the issues that happened this year. But I also did some looking forward to next year, and some of the things that I'm looking forward to, and some things that I'm hoping maybe Arcade1up has learned and will change. Now, whether or not that holds true, we will have to wait this year and see. So I'm not going to rehash those videos. Feel free to check them out. But I think you'll get the idea from there that if I were done with Arcade1up, I wouldn't bother to make a video talking about what I'd like to see them change in the next year. So that's the first thing, is I'm really hoping for some improvements from them in this coming year. Not to mention the fact that, hey, I'm pretty new to this particular hobby. Now, I've been playing retro games. I've been playing these games since the 70s, for sure. Late 70s, early 80s, I've been into gaming. I've been into retro games over the last few years, whether it's playing on emulators or dedicated devices or things like that. It's only this past year that I've started to get into this home arcade market with these type of products. And I'm excited to build up a game room. I'm, reworking a section of my house. It's slow going, just, time, money, things of that nature, getting people to come in and do it, because as weird as this sounds, with the economy being the way it is, everybody I know who's in construction is ridiculously busy. And I've got some good friends who do great work, who do it for me for good prices. So, I'm kind of waiting on them because they're really, really busy. But I'm within the next couple of months, I'm gonna have flooring down for a game room, and then it's enough that the rest of the stuff that I have to do is more just detail stuff here and there, that I can actually move games. These games are gonna go upstairs to what's gonna be my game room, and I will have a space for more. So I'm looking forward to more games coming out next year, or some of the ones from this year that I didn't get going down to a really good price and picking them up maybe towards the middle or late next year. Like we've seen these sales go on at the end of this year. For some of the ones that I haven't picked up, I'd like to see them go down even further, maybe by the end of next year, and maybe then I'll pick them up. But in no way, shape, or form would I be done with them. Like I said, I'm not excusing some of the issues that they've had. And yeah, there's been lacks of communication. There's been problems with cabinets. I'm still waiting on online for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on that. Not that I'm a big online player, but I want the cabinet to be finished. I want what I paid for. Whether I ever really play online or not is not the point. The point is it should be a finished cabinet. It should be what they advertised it to be. So, like I said, I'm not excusing any of that. But having said all of that, like I said, if you watch some of my other videos, you will know I'm excited about the future with them. I'm hopeful for the future with them. You may watch this and feel completely different. You may be in one of those other two camps that say, Bill, you're an idiot. You should just let them go and look at other things. Get real arcade machines. Dude, if I had the money and the spot for them, I would. I have a decent sized room, but man, those things are heavy and they're big and they break down and they have problems just as much, if not more so, than these machines. Again, listen, if you're into those, God bless you. You're better than I am, because I don't have the time and the patience to fix them up and do. So I'm really not interested in real arcade machines. I want the toys. Okay, I want the machine that plays a dozen games and whatever that I can just sit and enjoy. Now, is there going to come a point where I've bought enough to fill my room and I'm done? Yeah, maybe. Or maybe there'll come a point where, I'll swap out this one for that one and just continue to move on down the line. But like I said, in no way, shape, or form do I feel like I am or would be done anytime soon. You may say, who cares? Who cares what you think? Who cares what any of these people think? And again, maybe you're right. Maybe you don't care. But I just thought it was a really interesting trend that people are putting these videos out and talking about how they're done. And I wanted to come at it from a completely different angle and say why I'm not done. And I'm looking forward to more games. I'm hoping for something interesting and unique from them next year. Maybe not the same olds, although to be honest with you, I don't own a full-size or three-quarter to say Pac-Man machine. I'd love to get one. I have a Partycade one that plays Pac-Man, but I'd love a three-quarter one. So I'm okay if they put another Pac-Man out. I know they're going to. There's no doubt in my mind that they're going to. I'm hoping for another Mortal Kombat one to come out, because I wasn't thrilled with the monitor that came in this year's. So I'm looking forward to a couple of retreads. But I'm also hopeful for some interesting stuff that I have no clue what it's going to be, and that's what makes it exciting. And that's going to be the fun of having this YouTube channel all next year, is see what new and interesting things they do. And when they screw crap up, talking about that just as much. So look, I'm excited for 2023. I hope you guys are excited too. Man, if you hate Arcade1up, that's cool. Don't buy them. Buy something else. If you're into real arcade machines, that's awesome. You should totally get them. If you're an iArcade fan, that's awesome. If you're an AtGames fan, that's awesome. I'm fans of those too. I'm looking forward to interesting stuff from them too. Look forward to a 2023 iArcade wish list video that's going to be coming out hopefully in the next few days. If not by the end of this week, then early next week, right as we get into 2023. Because I have some thoughts on what I'd like to see iArcade do for next year as well. But that's going to do it for this. I know this was probably one of my typical rambling videos, and God bless you if you stayed for the whole thing. But I just want to say I am in no way, shape, or form done, and I'm looking forward to the future. I hope you guys are too. Have a great one.